Hello everyone, good evening. Hey, I am so glad you are here and joining us to learn more tonight. My name is Amber Herron and I am the Norwex sales consultant who has been sharing with you and is going to share with you for a few minutes here all about what Norwex is, how it works, and all those kinds of burning questions that you might have. So first of all, Norwex has been around for 30 years now, and so I always love to hear like who in the comments is new to Norwex. Like this is the first time you've heard of Norwex, you've never tried the products, maybe you've never even been to a workshop or an event. If you are brand new to Norwex, do me a favor in the comments, write new. And if you're not new to Norwex and you've been using Norwex products, hey, I would love to hear from you too. In the comments, go ahead and share what's your favorite product, or maybe what's the first product that you tried and why do you love it? So again, my name is Amber Herron. I live in Saginaw, Michigan, and I've been with Norwex for about 5 years. I love these online formats because I get a chance to get to know people from all over. So do me a favor and in the comments, say hi, let me know that you're here. Even if you're watching it later and watching it back as a replay, still comment and say hi, maybe use hashtag replay. And then let me know where it is you're watching from so I can just see kind of far and wide what the reach is here as we share this demo tonight. So I got started with Norwex in February of 2019. I am married and I have 5 active kids, and they are a huge part of my Norwex journey and how I got started because I was, of course, as a mom, wanting to do the best I could for my family, knowing that my home was truly a safe haven and a place where it would be safe for them. But also, kids are messy and they're very creative and they do unexpected things that create maybe some challenging messes that you might not normally have. And so I needed things that not only were safe and didn't use harsh, toxic products, but also actually worked. And then also because there's 5 of them and I'm working and my husband's working, I need to have things cleaned quickly. I don't have a lot of time to be just cleaning all the time and spending all my time doing that. And so I love that I also am able to literally cut my cleaning time in half with using a lot of these products. So that is a little bit about how I got started. And I actually never even had a workshop. I just jumped right in as a consultant because I saw that, hey, there's so many people that need to know about this, that are busy moms like me. They need something that's safe, that works and saves them time with cleaning. And so why not go ahead and just become a consultant and share that way? And so that's a little bit about how I got started. So this is a workshop, so it's like a lot of education because there is, a little bit of some new things you have to learn with these products. And so we're gonna start off with a pop quiz, all right? Are you guys ready? So like I said, Norwex started about 30 years ago and we started off in Norway. And the whole mission behind Norwex is we want to create a cleaner, safer, better way of living by reducing the use of harmful chemicals in our everyday lives. And so let's talk about, first of all, before I share how we're going to do that, why that matters, okay? So first of all, put in the comments if you know the answer to this question. How many chemicals have come into existence in the last 50 years? Do you have any guesses how many it is? The number, are you ready, is 85,000. 85,000 new chemicals have come into existence in the last 50 years. Now, guess how many of those have been tested for their impact on human health? Do you have any guesses? It is actually only 250 out of 85,000. That's astonishing. I know I used to always think that if it's on the store it's on the shelf at my store, then it is safe. I live in this amazing country. Surely there's regulations that are keeping me safe and would not let me just buy something that is completely harmful to myself and my family. Wrong. So here's some other bad news for you with the bad news quiz, okay? So since 2009, there have been 595 cosmetic manufacturers that have reported using 88 chemicals that have been linked to cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm in more than 73,000 products. And yet it's allowed. Isn't that crazy? Or how about this? In the European Union and other countries, they have banned more than 1,600 chemicals from personal care products, but the regulators at the FDA prohibit just 10 for safety reasons. 1,600 compared to 10. I mean, that's just astonishing, right? We need to do better. Another one is, did you know that there was a 20-year study that was conducted, and they found that regular use of spray cleaners has the long-term impact on lung health that is the same as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So you wouldn't hand your family probably a pack of cigarettes. I know I wouldn't hand that to my kids, you know, because obviously that's not safe. And yet we're doing things that are the equivalent to that in our homes, and we just don't even know. And that's why we're here. And that's why I'm so glad you're here too. No judgment zone, by the way, because I did a lot of these things before I learned and knew better too. So, and then another one, this one I think is really startling. And this is an EWG study. That's the Environmental Working Group. They found 287 different chemicals in the cord blood of newborns. In the cord blood. So even before a child is exposed to the environment, touching things, ingesting things, breathing things, they already have 287 chemicals in their bloodstream. That is astonishing. So that tells you that it's a problem that's passing from generation to generation, and we don't even realize it. And here's the thing, this is really sad, but the FDA does not have the authority to force a company to remove or recall their product off the shelves, even if it's been shown to be harmful. It can be shown to be harmful, and the FDA has no authority to force a company to remove or recall that product. I just think that is astonishing, and that's exactly why I'm so passionate about sharing about these products, and that there's a different way. As women, as moms, as grandmas, we are the gatekeepers of our home. And so we might not be able to control everything outside of our homes that we're exposed to and our family's exposed to, but we have a lot of control within our homes. And that's exactly where Norwex comes in. So let me tell you a little bit about how Norwex works, okay? So I'm gonna first just share some details about this product right here. This is by the way, I'm gonna be featuring this top selling set right here. It's our top 5 products, and then I'm gonna mention a couple other little things that can go with it, plus our mop. And so I'm gonna kind of go through those products real quickly and show you how they work and why you're gonna be like chomping at the bit to order them by the end, okay? So this cloth right here, this is called our Enviro cloth, or we call it our E for Everything cloth. This is the Norwex flagship product. It is just it's gonna be your new multi-purpose cleaner. You can use it for everything. You can use it for hard surfaces, soft surfaces, carpet, bathrooms, kitchens, clothing even. You know, if you have a little spill on your shirt during the day and you don't wanna change, all different ways you can use this. I'm gonna show you a little bit about how it works and some pictures of ways people have used them. But let me just tell you a little bit about how and why it works. It's a different type of cleaning. It's called mechanical cleaning. So instead of chemical cleaning, where you're spraying something on the surface and you're killing the germs or the bacteria or the dirt or whatever, you're actually physically removing it from the surface. It's called mechanical cleaning. So if you think of a weed, if you were trying to get rid of weeds and you spray weed killer, that's chemical cleaner. Chemical form of getting rid of it, and then mechanical would be like you're pulling the weeds out by the root, okay? So that's like this with cleaning. So some of the ways it works is it's actually very fine, small fibers, and it uses capillary action and they're star-shaped to grab and hold on to all the bacteria, the dirt, the grease, and the grime from the surface as you're wiping it, and then it stays in the cloth until you rinse it out and wash it, and it self-purifies. So let me tell you a little bit about why you should consider this cloth versus this one from a department store. So first of all, like you can kind of see, you know, this is kind of got that weird microfiber texture that a lot of people really don't care for. And then compared to the texture of this is a lot denser, and you can just see it. You can actually almost see through this one, right? So let me tell you a little bit about the Enviro cloth, and these factors and these traits are present in all of our microfiber products, which is the main way we're going to swap out those harmful chemicals, is just using microfiber and water for effective cleaning. And so everything I'm telling you about this cloth is true about all of our microfiber products, okay? So first of all, for something to be considered microfiber, like legally, the fibers have to be the size 1/6 of a human hair. Norwex microfiber is actually 1/200th the size of a human hair. So if I took a piece of my hair and split it 200 times, that's how small our fibers are. So I like to think of it, if I had 6 extra hands around the house helping me clean, like that would be great. If I had 200 extra hands helping me clean, like there's pretty much nothing that would get missed, right? It would all get done, and it would get done super fast. And so those fibers are really fine. They're grabbing literally everything on those microscopic nooks and crannies and grooves of your surface as you're wiping and cleaning. The other thing to notice is, like I said, the density. This cloth actually has 10 million feet of fiber in it. So if I were to unravel it in one string and stretch it out, it would go from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, just this cloth. I know it's like insane, right? But that density is a huge factor in how it removes the grease and the grime when you have like really dirty messes. And also it's that density which allows it to pick up and remove up to 99% of bacteria from the surface that you're cleaning with proper care and use. So that's a huge factor. And then the last thing that is unique about Norwex microfiber is something we like to call backlock. And you'll see it on the tag, which is kind of like your cheat sheet, but it'll say backlock. It's above the Norwex logo right there. You can kind of see. And what that is we have silver ions that have been infused into the fibers in a liquid state when we made the cloth. And if you know much about silver, it's long been known for its antibacterial qualities. So silver will actually inactivate the bacteria that's collected in the cloth. So this cloth is going to be effective, it's going to be fast, and then it's going to clean itself before you have to use it again. I mean, how amazing is that? So that silver is actually going to inactivate all the bacteria that's collected in the cloth within 12 to 24 hours after you use it. So you're just going to rinse it out, kind of rub it like that to get anything loose out of there, squeeze it out, and then you're going to use this tag and you're going to hang it to dry. And then the next day you can use it again and again and again. So you could use it for like probably 5 days before you even need to wash it or swap it out for another cloth. And so that really is going to save you time on laundry as well. So that's a little bit about how Norwex microfiber works. And so let me just show you a couple of ways with the EnviroCloth. So like I'm going to show you some pictures of how other people have used, and then I'm going to show you a demo. So like this is an example of how you could use it on something like carpet stains. So with just water, it's removing a carpet stain like that. Isn't that insane? I've actually done that before with like hot pink cupcake frosting. Here's another way you could use it. If you have kids who like to do stuff like that, or grandkids, like all that sticker residue, it gets it right off. Maybe you're into the outdoor life and camping and RVs. Look at that. Like, you know, you start to get out your equipment and change out the seasons. Look at the amazing job that does. Or also for outdoor vinyl siding, anyone? Look at that amazing before and after. It's just amazing. So that is just with the EnviroCloth. So let me just show you a quick demo to just illustrate a little further how it works. So I don't know about you guys, but before Norwex, sometimes I was resorting to using something like this for cleaning because it's really convenient and it's fast. But they are expensive, they're wasteful, and I had no idea just the amount of harmful chemicals that are in them. And I also didn't know that they had directions. They definitely live up to their claims on the label if you follow the directions. So some of the directions are things like the surface has to be left visibly wet for up to 4 minutes. Like I definitely didn't consider that. If you were wiping something like my kitchen counter here, and then you're gonna have food on it afterwards, you have to go back and wipe it a second time with water before you put food down. I didn't do things like that. So it's kind of crazy that you need directions for wipes, but you do. And actually, if you really check the ingredients, most of them have actually what's considered registered pesticides in the ingredient list. And yet we're touching it and you know, having our family come into contact with it. I mean, I even have my kids sometimes use these to help me. I mean, I didn't know better though, okay? And maybe you don't know better, and that's why we're here. So let me just show you a comparison real quick with this demo between something like a disinfectant wipe and the Norwex EnviroCloth. I have this one damp already. And so what I have here is I have this product called Glow Germ. And so what Glow Germ is it's been used since the 60s, I believe, yes. to test for cleanliness techniques for hand washing, like in restaurants, in the health industry. And so what it does is it actually simulates the size of bacteria particles. It's not detecting the presence of bacteria. It's not like that. Like, you know, if you watch crime shows with, you know, oh, this detects the presence of blood and it glows. This is just simulating the size of those particles. And the way you can see that is by, it's detected under a black light. So anyway, I'm going to show you, maybe even like during the COVID years, you saw they did some stories on the news with this, like with kids and hand washing. And this was the product that they were using. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit here on the plate, and then I'm going to use the disinfectant wipe, and then I'm going to use the EnviroCloth, and we're just going to see how they compare, okay? So when I first put it on the plate, it actually is going to be visible. I got a whole bunch of stuff here for demos, so I got to kind of move things around. It's going to be visible to the naked eye. There's like a powder there. You probably can see. Maybe not as easily since my plate is white, but it's, you know, it's visible to the naked eye, okay? So let me just kind of do that. So it's all spread in there. And then I'm going to wipe first with, and here you can see with the black light. You see how it's glowing right there? Okay, you see that? Normally I would have gloves on, and I actually just forgot to grab my gloves because honestly, I don't really like to have this touching my skin, because it is absorbing into my skin and into my bloodstream just by touching it. However, I didn't grab my gloves, so we're just gonna go with it. So I have my disinfectant wipe, and I'm just gonna clean off this glow germ, and we're gonna see how it looks. So to the naked eye, it looks like I got most of that powder off, right? All right, let's shine our light and see what it shows. I don't know how well this is showing up for you guys, but if you look, it's just smearing, like right there. I might flip out the light off and see if it shows better. There we go. See how there's those smear marks right there, especially right there? Right there, you can see it. It's just smearing it around. It's actually not even, look at that right there. You can see? All right, so now I'm going to take, actually, I don't think I can do it with the light on. Sometimes I try and do it with the light on. I'm going to take my Norwex EnviroCloth. You'll notice I have it flat and I have it folded in fours. This is one of the ways you save time cleaning, by the way, because now I have 8 unique cleaning surfaces, and I'm just going to swap it back and forth, flip it inside out, and I don't even have to keep rinsing it out until I get through all 8 surfaces when I'm cleaning. So I'm going to start with the side with the tag, just so that we can keep track of what side I'm using for wiping. That's going to come into play later. And so I'm going to just wipe this real quick with the EnviroCloth, and this is just damp with water again. All right, and let's see what it shows. It shows the smear marks are completely gone. I hope you guys can see that through the video. Sometimes the lighting doesn't translate as well, but it's completely gone. So another thing I used to do when I use these wipes is they are expensive, so I try and get the most out of them. So I might like use that same wipe and take it from surface to surface. So again, I'm gonna pretend like I'm doing that. So there we go. Now let's see if it's still clean. Oh, would you look at that? My smear marks are all right back. Now I'm gonna take my EnviroCloth, again, the tag side up, the same side. So this is my dirty or contaminated side, if you will. I'm gonna wipe it. And what do we have? The smear marks are gone because the EnviroCloth picks it all up. So you can just see from that demo how effective it is at actually removing all of those microscopic tiny particles. So that is just a basic of the EnviroCloth and how it works. Now let's move on to the next product in this set, and that is the window cloth. So the Norwex, the EnviroCloth has a BFF, and that is the window cloth. And the window cloth is going to be, so this is going to be your multi-purpose cleaner. This is going to be the window cloth. It's going to be for any time you want to have streak-free finish, shine, or polish off a surface. So this one you're going to use damp with water. This one you're going to use dry. but your surface needs to be damp. So you could either have it damp from using the EnviroCloth first, because they like to work together as BFFs, or you can just spray a little bit of water on your surface and then wipe with your dry window cloth. So I'm just gonna demonstrate a little bit how these work together as a pair. Let's say I was cleaning a bathroom mirror and you know, kids in the bathroom mirror is quite interesting, right? So what I have here is, I'm actually using, this is one of our amazing personal care products. It's called Body Balm. It's awesome. We can't keep it in my house, like we're always using it. It's great for like chapped faces during the winter, those dry heels or elbows and knees in the winter or the summer. Or if you have like chafing or things like that, it's great for that. It's just a great overall moisturizer. It's like chapstick for the body. So it has a lot of really great ingredients in it, but one of them is like, you know, oils. So this is like not something that would just normally wipe right up with like paper towels and glass cleaner, okay? It's a greasy oil mess. I could do the same thing with something like butter, okay? So now first I have my damp EnviroCloth to clean the surface, and then I'm gonna follow it up with my window cloth dry to give it that streak-free finish. So as you can see, that's just quickly wiping that grease mess right up. And then now while it's still damp, I'm going to take my window cloth, you can see it's still damp, and I'm just going to go back over it. And as the water evaporates, it's going to leave behind that streak-free finish. You don't want to over dry, because what happens is it'll create a static charge and it'll grab all the particles out of the air and deposit it onto the surface that you're cleaning and wiping. And so sometimes that's a mistake people will make when they first start off. And then they'll be frustrated because they'll be like, there's stuff on my surface, and it's because they're over drying. But as you can see, if you let it just evaporate on its own, it is perfect. So like, it's a great combo. Just think about how quickly you could go through, you know, your windows, your mirrors, bathroom fixtures, all those kinds of things. Stainless steel, this is great for stainless steel. This is what I use. It is awesome. So like, here's an example of somebody with their window. Look at that before and after. Like, that's just amazing, the difference. And it's so fast and it's so easy. So that is two of the products that's in this package here that we are talking about tonight. So next, let me just share with you another really great product, and that is our dusting mitt. So that is the next product that's in this package. And so this is, again, it's microfiber, but it's a different texture. It's a plush microfiber, and it actually has a static charge built into it. So a lot of times people miss this, but what you're supposed to do before you put it on is you're going to rub it up against itself to activate that static charge. If you had two, you could rub them, you know, on both hands and do it that way. But I just have one here, so I'm going to go ahead and rub it to activate that static charge. Then you just put it on, and then you just go around and dust. It's super fast and super easy. So again, I'm going to just demonstrate real quick for you guys. This is actually our Norwex cutting board. It's made out of recycled rice husks, like not plastic. It's amazing. It doesn't really stain that easily, and it holds up really, really well. You can hang it up by this thing. It has silicone grips on the bottom, a drip tray all around. It's awesome. We have a few different sizes. This is the largest size, but I'm going to use this as my surface that I'm dusting. And this is baking powder. So that's to simulate dust. Baking powder is really fine. It's not easy to clean up. So again, I have my dusting mitt, and I'm just going to wipe up the surface like I was dusting, and there you have it. Look at that. And it doesn't just shake all back out. See, it's not coming back out on my cutting board. It is still staying in here. Now, you might be like, okay, well, how do you get it out when you do want to get it out? So we have this really handy tool called the rubber brush, which I definitely recommend with this and or our mop. It can be used on its own as well, but if you have the dusting mitt or the mop, this is a really great tool because you're going to use this to clean off the dust as you're dusting before you want to give it a deep clean. And don't worry, right around now, people are like, how do you wash them? I'm going to get to that later, I promise. So just hang with me and we'll talk about that. But this is what you would do. You would do this outside or in the trash. I'm just doing it back over my cutting board to get any loose debris off. And then you can continue on with your dusting. So it's super fast, super easy. You use this one dry as well. You can get it damp and do things like a project like window screens. Like instead of taking them out the old school way and doing all that scrubbing and stuff, you can just use your damp dusting mitt and wipe them down really fast. It's super fast, super easy, and you'll be amazed at all the stuff that comes off. So let me show you some pictures, okay? So check this out. This is, look at that. We all have a vent that looks like that, right? I know I probably have more than one. So no judgment, but look at that. That's amazing. Here's another hack for the dusting mitt. You don't have to use it just for dust. Look at this. You could use it for things like sand. So if you have a sandbox, or you're going to the beach, going on a vacation, any of that, it is awesome. Take this with you, wipe off those feet before you get in the car and get your shoes back on. It's amazing. You'll love it. So that is the dusting mitt, and that is the third product in this set behind me called the Safe Haven 5. Now let's talk about another product that I think is a must-have. A must-have, especially if you have creative kids like me, okay? And that is our Power Cleaning Paste. The container you get is actually much bigger. It's huge like this. It lasts you 1 to 3 years, so it lasts forever. Again, it's versatile, pretty much like all of the Norwex products. And so, like I said, the EnviroCloth and the window cloth, they're gonna really handle pretty much about, 75% of your cleaning challenges at your home. But sometimes, let's face it, you have a mess that just goes a little bit deeper and needs a little something more, something that has a little bit more scrub to it, that's a little bit abrasive, things like that. And so that's where the cleaning paste comes in. We like to call it our elbow grease in a jar. It is a chalky substance. So that's how it looks when it comes. It's not supposed to be paste-like. It becomes paste-like when you add the water to it. So you're gonna take your damp cloth or a sponge and you're just gonna swipe the surface of it and get a little bit on, because a little bit goes a long way. It is the product I use for cleaning this glass cooktop stove back here. A lot of people love it for their bathrooms, hard water stains, especially in their bathrooms. You could use it for tennis shoes, like to get the whites all nice and clean. I've used it on carpet. There's so many places you can use it. A lot of people like to use it outdoors too, boats, patio furniture, deck railings, things like that. So one of the ways that I use it is when we moved into our home, one of our kids took a permanent marker all over our room and I could not get it out. And so it was like a couple of years after we lived in this house and I started Norwex. And the first thing I did is like, I'm gonna try some of these products to get it out. And so I used the cleaning paste to get it out of the carpet in my room, some of the walls, and even some of the furniture. And so let me just show you how it works. I'm gonna let this ink dry. I'm gonna show you here. Like I'm not just rubbing it off. That is permanent. Permanent. I forgot to grab my own cleaning paste out. So that one is new, so I'm gonna keep that. But mine is mostly gone. But again, you don't need very much. And you just kind of go like that and you just swipe it, okay? You just swipe it, that's it, okay? And so now I'm going to take it and just wipe. Look at that. It comes like right off. Isn't that astounding? And that's exactly what happened with my carpet. I was like so happy. We had literally tried everything and couldn't get it out. So I love the cleaning paste. It's what keeps my cooktop looking brand new, even though I've had it for years. So I definitely recommend the cleaning paste. It's abrasive yet gentle enough that it won't scratch most surfaces. The ones you do want to be careful of are painted surfaces, wood surfaces, or natural stone, because those could all get scratched or have the finish removed. But anything else is pretty much fair game. So you're gonna get a thing of the cleaning paste in this set. So now we've talked about the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, the dusting mitt, and the cleaning paste. Now let's talk about laundry. Okay, you guys have been wondering, how in the world do you clean these products? It's really, really simple. Sometimes people get hung up on it. It's really simple. You wash them in the washer, you dry them in the dryer. But there's, a couple of tips that you want to keep in mind with that. So when you wash it, you want to wash it with low lint items. So it's easy to make the mistake that, oh, it's a towel, wash it with towels. You don't want to wash it with towels because that is high lint. And so you want to wash it either with itself or things like jeans or t-shirts, things that are low lint, because those fibers, again, are going to grab everything out of the other products that you're washing it with. The other thing is you don't want to use bleach or fabric softener. Bleach will degrade it over time, which it does that to pretty much everything. Bleach is very caustic. I would pretty much avoid that if I were you. And then fabric softener is going to coat the fibers, and so it's going to kind of suffocate that backlock, the silver ions, from being able to really function properly. And so you want to steer clear of fabric softener, which again, that's something I would encourage you just to do some personal research on anyway, because it's very toxic actually, depending on what you're using. And then the last thing is you want to use a detergent that's a free and clear detergent. So you don't want to have a bunch of dyes, fragrance, and fillers in the detergent for that same reason. It's all going to be grabbed into those fibers. So you could use any free and clear detergent, but Norwex detergent is going to be amazing for you. And then you don't have to worry about trying to find something. So in this package, you actually have your choice of 3 different detergents, which we have to offer. And so, like I said, about every 5 to 7 days, you're gonna go ahead and throw these in the wash with your detergent. Then you throw them in the dryer, and then you're good to go until you need to wash them again. So let me tell you a little bit about our detergent options. So we have our Ultra Power Plus powder detergent, we have our Eco Wash laundry strips, and then we have a liquid detergent. All of them are concentrated. These 2 are enzyme based. This one is not enzyme based. So let me tell you, like this detergent is amazing because it takes a little tiny bit to work effectively. In fact, can you guess how many loads are in this little container right here? Put your guesses in the comments. I want to see. This has 30 loads of laundry in it. Now the old school powdered stuff I used to use, this would have been 1, maybe 2 loads. Like, it's insane. So it's very concentrated. You really only need a teaspoon of the powder for like a medium HE load. And you can also use it for lots of other things. It's going to come with this huge scoop inside, but you just want to use about a teaspoon. I usually say throw that out and just put a teaspoon in here and use that, because really like that is all you need for like a load of laundry. You can also use it as a multi-purpose cleaner. You can dissolve like a teaspoon of it with 8 ounces of water in a spray bottle. You can use it for things like your stainless steel, carpet. People like to use it even in the bathrooms. You can use it to clean things like your makeup brushes. You could use it to clean your jewelry. Anytime you have like stuff on your hands that's like stained, like we use, you know, like usually at Easter time with like Easter egg dye or any kind of dye or things like that that are really hard to get out, we wash our hands with this and it comes right out. It's amazing. So I like it because it's so versatile, and we use it for a lot. We use it more for things that aren't laundry. You could also put it in a carpet cleaner. In fact, I actually have, oh, before I show you that, when I was going back to the cleaning paste, real quick, I forgot to show you, I had pictures. So this is like for the cleaning paste, which was this one, okay? Like that's for outdoor furniture. This is somebody who has the same problem as me. They have a budding artist. They had to get some stuff off. Here's an example of it in the bathroom. I don't know how much you can see, like that bathtub was really stained. Oh, here's another way to use it, like on your oven door. Look at that. Okay. You can also use it for foggy headlights. Again, here's in the bathroom. Glass shower doors. Does anybody have those? That's amazing. Okay, so that was the cleaning paste. But now let me show you back to our Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent. One of the other ways we like to use it is to clean our carpets. Like check this out. You can use it in your carpet cleaning machine. Look at those results. Like that's just amazing, isn't it? Or maybe you have some furniture that needs a little bit of extra TLC. This is a great multi-purpose cleaner along with your EnviroCloth for that. Again, stainless steel. Sometimes you have to get that residue off and you need something a little bit extra with the cloths. That's amazing, right? And then maybe you have active kids like me. Look at the sports gear. Like from the white pants, and now they're all nice and clean. So that is, it's not only versatile and takes a little bit, it's very effective. So that is the Ultra Power Plus. We also have the liquid detergent, which comes in pre-measured pumps. So this bottle lasts my family of 7, like about 4 months. And we do a lot of laundry. So it tells you on the back, based on the size of your load, how many squirts you put in. But again, it's a very small amount and it has enzymes in it. So that helps to lift the stains and the odors out of your laundry. So I really, really like it because of that extra power that's in there. And then we also have our Eco Wash laundry strips. So I don't know if you've seen these guys, but they, where are they? Do I have any in here? Oh no, it's empty. Oh, I'm gonna have to, well, shoot. They are like little tiny strips about this big. And all you have to do is tear them in half, toss it, and wash it. And so again, it's completely dissolved, and that's your load of laundry. These are ideal for like camping, travel, college students who don't have a lot of room for storage. Maybe you just have storage issues wherever you're at. You really can't mess up a load of laundry you don't use too much, because you just throw in one little strip and that's it. They're super convenient. These were actually rated the #1 top laundry strips for travel by Good Housekeeping. So it's not just us that says they're amazing. It's we're getting a lot of notoriety and recognition outside of Norwex too. Again, this has enzymes in it too, which helps to get the odors and the stains out. It's super, super convenient. I love these. They're awesome. So you might want to give those a try, but when you pick this package out, then you get to choose which detergent you would like to start with. And you can wash your Norwex microfiber with any of these. Most people do probably use the Ultra Power Plus for washing their microfiber. So that is the set. You can also get the Plus set, which is really what I recommend, because again, it's going to add on to it a kitchen cloth, a textured kitchen cloth like this. So think of it as replacing your kitchen rag, but it's again, all those same qualities as that Enviro cloth. It's a microfiber based cloth, and then you get a towel, and the towels are amazing. They hold 7 times their weight in water. So it's really handy to have in the kitchen. So you're gonna get that with the Safe Haven Plus set. And then the other thing that they add with the Safe Haven Plus set is a pack of what we call our body and face cloths. So these are really, really awesome. They're like a washcloth. This is our ultra plush version, but they come in a 3-pack, and all those things that I told you about the Enviro cloth, this is the same as that, except this is for your body. And so instead of having to use all those extra products in the shower to wash up, to prep for shaving, all that kind of stuff, you just use this cloth with water, and it'll even remove makeup. So at the very end, I'm gonna show you that real quick. But before I do that demo, I just gotta take a second to talk to you guys about the Norwex mop, because this is one of the most coveted items that people want from Norwex. And basically everything that I shared with you about the Enviro cloth and the dusting mitt and all that is in this mop, but for your floors. And so you don't have to use, you don't have the consumable costs of constant getting cleaners for your floors, worry about what you're touching when you're walking barefoot, or you have little ones crawling, or even your fur babies touching the floor. It's just water, and it's gonna effectively clean. It's amazing. So when you get the mop, it comes with this telescopic mop handle, and so it goes up and down, which is pretty awesome. You'll have to catch the video I have about it. It has lots of other features. It has the base. The base and the handle have a 5-year warranty on them. And then it's gonna come with a dry and a wet pad. So the dry pad is like the dusting mitt, but for a mop. So this is for your sweeping, and it uses that same static charge. And then you have a wet cloth mop pad, which is like the Enviro cloth. And so you just get this wet, you roll it up to wring it out to dry, throw it on here, it Velcros on, and then you go in a swivel pattern, mop your floor with just water, and it's amazing. And then as it gets dirty, you can come and rinse it out, wring it out again, put it on again, and you can go through your floor really, really fast. And it dries really fast, which I love, because I don't have to worry about kids going over, the wet floor before it's even dry. So that mop is amazing. That's another thing you should definitely check out. But before we wrap up, I'm gonna show you this body cloth, because you gotta see it to believe it. I know when I first saw it, I was just like, what is happening? So I put makeup on just for you guys, and just making sure I didn't forget to cover any products back there. I'm getting my water warm. So I'm just getting my cloth wet, and I'm going to do one half of my face just to show you the difference in how it works. It's amazing. All right. So when you have something like, like a heavier makeup, or like a waterproof makeup, you might want to have the cloth a little bit wetter for those areas. But for the most part, you don't want it to be like dripping wet, okay? So let me try and get up close here and just show you on the one side. And then like for my eye makeup, I usually just kind of hold it for a second, and then I just gently wipe away. And it's just gonna remove all of that with just water. Normally when I'm washing my face, I would have my hair pinned back so I don't have that coming in my face like that. Should probably get my mirror that I had over there. Isn't that amazing though? This is just water. It's so gentle. Like if you have sensitive skin, like I actually have really sensitive skin, you know, it's really great for kids. Like when they get dirty outside, or even like little babies, you know, their skin is so sensitive. You have to be careful what you put on their skin. This is a really great option, but look at that. Like all the makeup is coming like right off with just water. Like if you can see up close enough to see the difference between, like I have eye makeup on that side, this side is completely gone. So this is another product that is awesome to consider, and why I would say grab the Safe Haven Plus, because then you get the kitchen cloth and towel, plus you get the body pack. There's 3 of them in there, so you could keep them all for yourself or you could share. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys tonight. If you have questions, go ahead, put them in the comments here, reach out to me. You notice I keep going with these demos because I want to respect your time, so I didn't check your comments as we went along, but I will definitely go back and look at those and get you your answers. And I look forward to serving you and helping you solve some of those problems that you have in your home, while knowing that you are providing a safe place for you and your family, and truly being the gatekeeper of your home and creating a safe haven. So thanks for joining me tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.